Hello, friends and neighbors. Tesuiji at the desk for the Saturday Stampede. I really got to change the title slide here. The 2031 season is upon us. We are already at the start of May, and we already have some rather substantial injuries on our squad, which may put our dynasty at risk. Takechi Egawa, who I was really hoping was going to be a good left-handed bat and at right field, out for 3 months. Tamo Fujimoto, part of our Bleep You bullpen, out for the season. He may have thrown his last pitch as an Oryx Buffalo. I would love to bring him back, but it depends entirely on what he's looking for in terms of a salary. And 1.3 million, not bad, but I need to actually get to the end of the season before I commit to anything with that. In particular because at the end of the season, our franchise third baseman, Ryo Ota, the hometown boy, has an opt-out in his contract. If he opts out, for one, I'm not giving him that kind of a contract again, but I need to figure out what to do with the rest of this squad. Are we then moving some of our guys with upcoming free agency like Kaoru Higashi, Carlos Gomez, maybe even our franchise centerpiece center fielder Yuki Sato, and try to rebuild? It's a thought I've had. It's something I'm leaning on. We'll see where we go with that. I do want to do some perfect team as well. So you notice in the intro, I've actually started to mention my perfect team accounts. We're going to go and check in on all three of those towards the end of today's session, and we'll see how we're doing. Get some more copyright violations because I'm clearly using some logos from Disney. And we'll go from there. First things first, though, let's get into a game quick. We're going to be simming. Ooh, nice. 4-3 win. Walked it off. Yuki Sato, bless your soul. The Bears have been playing this close. The Spirit have been a surprisingly good squad to start the season. And Manny Guzman is injured again. Strained rib cage muscle, day-to-day 3 days. Okay, Manny, my man. Handy Manny, can you not do this, please? Okay, so with him temporarily sidelined, we gotta go to... Are we gonna go with Katsura? Or Miura? We're gonna go with Miura. Bring him back up. Takao Okuma is more than happy to leap back in. He's having a bit of a scuffly season. Also a pending free agent, but he's a captain, good middle infielder, speedy on the base paths. Exactly who you want in that 9-hole. And we are going to be watching, gaudy number so far for QG to start the season. We're going to watch him take on the Fighters here at home to start off today's stream session. We're going to go for around 2 hours or so. Buckle up. This could be fun. All right, some pop out of Akira Mori, but doesn't have much on the fly ball territory, so we are going to get underway. Fighters are kind of pulling off a bit of a fun differential at the moment.
Strike three.
And the first batter of the game is struck out. QG wasting no time. Interesting profile here for Tsugahara Nishimoto. Big contact bat, not much pop. Line drive hitter, and I wouldn't classify him as a first baseman. He's more of a left fielder, but we'll make it work. Oh, don't walk the guy. All right, not off to the best start. And worse, it's Kensuke Kondo, who finally is starting to slow down at age 37, going on 38. But he's still got gap power, so we're going to go no doubles defense. We're going to try and play for a double play here. The 2-1 from Tachibana. Laced into left field. Runners at first and second with one out. That will bring up Jacob Sanford, longtime Fighters batter. He's been with the club for coming on 7 seasons now. Good Canadian kid out of Dartmouth. And he is a pop bat. So we are going to... You know, we're going to shift right and guard third. Outfield shift right. Full count to Sanford. Outside ball 4. QG already getting into trouble. Let's check in on him. He says he's fine. Shigejiro Tokunaga. Outfielder now. Again, let's go double play defense. The 2-2.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nakamura now. Laced up the middle, base hit. 1 run will come in to score. Sato is throwing home.
Safe.
And he is safe. 2 RBIs on the single from Nakamura, the second baseman. Fighters with an early 2-1 lead. The 1-2 to Kato. Fly ball, center field. Yuki Sato is able to track it down. But the Fighters are staked to an early lead here. They'll need it. Takatoshi Fukuchi is the starter. He's not having the best season. He's finally graduating to the bigs at age 25. Really got lit up by the Lions to the tune of 12 hits. Ay, ay, ay. So hopefully our squad is able to peck away at him a little bit. It's a long game. We can get those back. Noguchi leading off instead of Yuki Sato, our usual guy.
Strike 3.
That'll bring up the phenom himself, Oscar Munoz. High drive, deep to left, and that one's gone to the 0-and-done. All right. That's one way to start the game. Yamil Nieves from Puerto Rico, the catcher. Not much of a shift guy. And QG blows 96 miles an hour past him. Tadashi Watanabe, Gold Glover at shortstop, but an extreme noodle bat.
Strike 3.
99 on the radar gun for QG. I wonder if he's a little upset. A full count to Mori, inside ball 4. QG struggling a bit with the with command today. But when he's on, he is on. Ota across the diamond to Onizuka. Ota himself is starting off the top of the bottom of the
Strike
second.
3.
Down on strikes, old man Masataka Yoshida. And he's going to muscle this one into center field with a lead up with a 1-out single. Yoshida's on milestone watch at the moment. He's sitting at 298 home runs and inching towards 2,200 hits. After a down year in 2028, he came back with some serious punch. He basically changed his game plan to be more patient in 2029. But at age 37, going on 38, and a pending free agent, this is probably the last season we're going to see Macho in the lineup. Here's Keita Sano. Inside outs this one, past the diving shortstop. Watanabe can't get the golden mitt on that one. Sano aboard. It's runners at first and second now, with the catcher, Takashi Umino.
Strike 3.
Who will go down swinging. Here's Okuma. And Cub's going to line this one up the middle. Base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Yoshida. He is safe. Tie ball game. Okuma getting it done out there.
Strike 3.
And that will bring up Noguchi, who strikes out. When did our team become so K-happy? I'm not sure. Kondo strikes out to QG. The 2-2 to Sanford. Up the middle, past Guzman. Or Okuma, rather. He can't get there. He was shifted too far. Sanford may be a stretch to... or a threat to steal. Tokunaga, 1-2.
Strike 3.
Strikes out again. 6 Ks on the day for QG. But that pitch count's already up at 70. He needs to find ways of getting batters out that's a little more efficient. A little. The 0-2 to Nakamura.
Strike 3.
Down on strikes. And if you're wondering why my voice sounds a little bit off today, it's called I was at the baseball game yesterday for the first time in 2 years and hollered my fool head off. Yuki's always a threat to steal. We faked once. Let's take a pitch and see if he... Yeah, they're thinking he's going to try. We made a move once. We're not going to make a move again. Munoz deep to left again. And that is his second home run in as many at-bats. You love to see it. Onizuka's going to roll this one to the shortstop Watanabe. Ota pops this one up into left. Kondo ranging over. He will make the play. 2 down for Masataka Yoshida, who will take a base on balls. Sano down the first base line, handled by the first baseman himself. But the Buffaloes now hold the lead. But at this point, we got to be worrying about QG's pitch count. Okuma makes it look easy out there. 1 away. Nieves, the catcher, to Munoz. 2 down quickly. Popped up right side. Noguchi barely has to move. Umino working a leadoff walk. Okuma's popping this one up on the right side of the diamond. Nakamura is able to put it away, 1 down. Noguchi punches this one to left field. Another line drive single. Not a lot of speed on the base paths, at least in the one that counts. Lined into center field. But a little center field on center field robbery. Tokunaga is able to take a hit away from Yuki Sato. And here's Munoz again. High drive, but playable in center field. All right, we are going to get our... We're going to get Fujioka warmed up. Let's see if we can't get through all these lefties. Hit on the ground through the shift. Mori with a leadoff single. Try and pitch, get something on the ground here. It's bunted. Mori moves up to second. We'll take the out. We'll bring up Kondo, who can still pummel the ball. The 1-2 to Kensuke. Called strike 3, 95 miles an hour. Kyuji still got something in the tank, it looks like. We're going to shift on Sanford. Pitch around him a bit with the first base open. The 1-2. High drive deep to center field, and that one was going to find the stands. The game is tied at 4. We're not going to let Tachibana go any further. Rough game. Fujioka is going to be in to mop up for a little bit. High drive by Tokunaga. And that one is gone. Back-to-back jacks off 2 different pitchers.
Strike 3.
And the Fighters have regained the lead here. Fujioka now currently assigned the loss. But we still got 15 outs. Onizuka inside outs this one, and he's aboard with a leadoff single. He's off and running, and he will get there in time. The 1-1 to Ota. On the ground, right to Watanabe, who looks back Onizuka. 1 away. Macho pops this one up into right field. Hit and run attempt did not go as planned.
Strike 3.
Sano strikes out.
Strike
Then
3.
Kato strikes out. We are going to get Akira Ishikawa, our lefty, up for the top of the 7th, which it looks like we're going to be just dealing with lefties. Fujioka down swinging. Or Nieves swinging. Bring up Watanabe. Popped up center field. Easy play for Yuki Sato. Umino works a leadoff walk, second one this game. Okuma punches this one up the middle, base hit. Noguchi, the 0-2,
Strike 3.
down on strike swinging.
Yeah!
And Yuki Sato grounds out 6-3. Oh, that didn't work. Let's save Fujioka a little bit. Ishikawa's gonna come in and deal with all these lefties. Especially Nishimoto, who just gets nerfed when he's facing a lefty. Popped up left side, Sano is there. The 0-1 to Kondo. On the ground, Okuma from deep in the gap. Fantastic throw from one of our captains. I'll bring up Eiji Fukuda out of the Fighters bullpen to try and hold the lead. Here's Onizuka. On the ground, down the line, but they got him shaded perfectly. Quiet inning, bottom of the 7th here for the Buffs. Ishikawa only threw 9 pitches last inning, so we're going to give him the 8th.
Strike 3.
He gets Sanford down. Remember, we gave up the go-ahead run on a dinger to this guy. The 0-1 to Nakamura. Fly ball center field. Yuki Sato ranging back, but at the track he'll haul it in. Alright, let's give Shimazu the ninth. Yoshida, you're in the bottom of the eighth.
Strike three.
Down on strikes. Sano, little dribbler. Fukuda leaps off the mound to make the play. Umino goes up the middle, base hit. Alright, it's 2 outs. Yeah, we're not going to substitute anyone. Okuma can't beat out the slow grounder. Fusashi Shimazu here in the ninth to try and keep it a 1-run game. And that's a leadoff single for Ben Kato. The 2-2 to Nieves. High drive deep to left center field. And that one is gone. Jose Oka takes over in the ninth here.
Strike three.
Noguchi having a rough day at the plate. Yuki Sato laces this one into the right field gap. And he's got himself a 1-out double. Here is Munoz. On the ground to the third baseman. Brings up Onizuka. Outside ball 4. The double steal is on to try and get something going. No throw. Both runners advance. Defensive indifference, I guess. Ota, the 3-1. Base is full of Buffaloes, and it's Masataka Yoshida. Is he going to come up big for us? The 0-1 on the ground, right to Kamada, the second baseman. Ball game fighters. Rats. Well, so much for that idea, trying to start the sim off with a win. We took the series, though. Gomez going 6 innings. Nicely done. Player of the week for Yuki Sato. Might be a little loud. Hold on. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Good enough. I'm keeping an eye on this guy, Hidenori Yamamoto, because I feel like he's our kind of player, but I honestly doubt the Dragons would ever let him go. So you remember Seiya Suzuki, our former right fielder and one of our usual guys? Yeah, he's out with a fractured wrist with his new team, the Bay Stars. Incoming fragile status, my friend. I mean, the Bay Stars are kind of running away with the Central League right now. Good for them. It's an open question if they actually needed, say, Suzuki. Alright, Yoshitomo Yamauchi ready to come back. Good thing too, Kaita Honda is having himself a rough go. Most of our bullpen seems to be having a rough go. Why? What's going on with him? That is a rough season so far. I wonder if he's hiding an injury. Wow, 3 dinger and 5 hit day. Shinohara, sprained ankle, out 4 to 5 weeks. That's the perfect time to bring Yonamine back into the rotation, though. Man, what's eating Onizuka? He's having a rough go this season, too. Do we need to bench him for Tsukasaburo Tanaka finally? Something to think about. One thing I want to do is compare Egawa and Noguchi. Splitsy halves of the same player. I'm honestly not sure who'd be the better third baseman. I'm leaning Noguchi. Yeah, I think that may be the play. So, Noguchi may be our third baseman if Ryo Ota decides to vamoose. Congratulations, Masataka Yoshida. 300 career dingers. And I hope you enjoy retirement when you get there. A trade with the Dragons may actually be in order at this point, considering they have a bunch of guys I really wanted to add to my roster. Also on that list, Naoichi Nishiguchi over here for the Eagles. They're playing him at first, but you look at that range. This guy screams second baseman. But we were only allowed 1 trade this season and 1 trade next. They take Matsuda, okay. I'm going to have to ponder on that. I'm also glad that the Spirit are finally having a good season. Last year was the Bears' year, and they're in the playoff hunt. Maybe this will finally be the cue for the AI to expand the Central League so I get to bring in the Sumitomo Arrows and the Ehime Honda Comets. The Marines are playing us close. It really does feel like the rest of the league has finally caught up to us. Manny is back in the lineup. Jeets is having himself a better season. Good to see. Yeah, our pitching just has not been good this year. Who's our pitching coach? Is it one of the guys that Nakajima brought in? I think so. Not like it's doing any harm. The barn is full every day. QG seems to have rebounded from his rough go. Now it's Gomez who's gone ice cold. Former Buffalo Ryoga Tomiyama, gone for 4 months. Ooh, that's a big setback for the Bears ace, Kenichi Sato. Old man Ryoma Nishikawa doing pretty well for the Tigers. Tigers are in a playoff race. The Spirit have won 7 in a row and are currently 2 games ahead of us. You realize how long it's been since we've been this late in the season and not occupy first? At least YY2 is back and healthy. That's important. We're going to skip ahead to this game, or this series, at the PayPay Dome against the Hawks. I feel like that's maybe an easier game to sim. Oh, for booting up cold, the Spirit have won 12 in a row. This has Team of Dynasty or Even Year BS written all over it. What the heck is going on with this squad? Oh. Their pitching has gotten better. Much better. Gotta love people who overperform their Pythags. Keita wants to stick around. Not at that price. Not at age 36. Yoshitomo Yamauchi, injured, diagnosis pending. We are going to bring Masaru Sato up to fill his spot. I mean, the only upshot of finishing second or third this season is that means we have more trades in 2032. Which means I have more ability to remake this roster and get to the point where we can actually sustain the dynasty. Or build a new one. I mean, we're clearly not going to be another 109 win team like we were 2 seasons ago. Kirin Spirit have won 14 in a row, and now have a 6-game lead on us for the Pacific League pennant. And worse, we're only a game and a half ahead of the Marines at this point. And Ryo Ota is out for 5 weeks. Injuries and injuries and injuries, and what are we going to do? Is it Haraguchi we call up? Not Motohiko Sato, he's not defensive enough. Let's bring Inoue back up. Abe's going to take over at third. I think it's safe to say the injury bug is biting us on the behind. First in most offensive categories, second in runs scored. Go figure. Anyways, game 2 that I wanted to manage. We're at the PayPay Dome against the Hawks. Injuries are depleting our roster, but we still got YY2 on the bump against the Joker, Jokichi Matsui. That's right, you read that correctly. The PayPay Dome is actually the only retractable roof ballpark in NPB as it stands right now. Of course, by the time this game takes place, the S-Con Field in Hokkaido is open, which is the second retractable roof ballpark in Japan. Until that opens in 2023, though, it's just Fukuoka. Alright, let's see if they're thinking... single and fielder's choice. Quite inning so far. Yonamine, one of our studs last season, battled a bit of injury, but he's back.
Strike 3.
And the slider gets the leadoff batter, Nakano, looking. Ah, man. Shu friggin' Masuda. There's only so much you can do against him. Alright, Okuma to Munoz. Back on the first. Double play to get out of the inning. Well done, sir. Macho's going to loft this one to left. Nothing doing there. Keita Sano launches this one. That's going to go all the way to the wall. That could be trouble for the Hawks. Sano pulls up into second with a standing double. Guzman, the shortstop, will look at strike 3. That'll bring up
Strike three.
Takashi Umino, who strikes out swinging. He went around on that pitch. Full count to Colas. Back with the Hawks. Good play by Guzman to erase that one. First baseman Nakayama. Lined into right field, base hit. That'll bring up former Buffalo, Ryoto Kita. Having a serviceable season with the Hawks so far. The 1-2,
Strike three.
and he's down on strikes. That'll bring the DH Hirabayashi. The 2-2 from
Strike
Yonamine.
three.
Karaburi Sanshin. Scoreless into top of the third.
Strike three.
Alright, that may be something. It's an infield single for Noguchi. And the pitcher muffs the pickoff throw. Noguchi gets to second anyway. Hit and run is on. Noguchi will get to third on what is effectively a swinging bunt. Munoz pops this one up sky high. Masuda calls for it. But the error comes for, and the hit go for naught. Still no score, bottom of third. Shortstop on shortstop violence. Kawasaki pops it up to Manny Guzman. Here's Makihara, the catcher.
Strike three.
Cutter on the outside corner. Nakano? Yeah, Nakano's a double shift guy. The 1-2 to Ryota.
Strike three.
Called strike three on the outside half. They're starting to shift on Jitsuo, but he laces this one dead up the center. Nakano's able to make it. Yoshida basically goes to the same spot.
Strike three.
And Sano strikes out looking at a changeup. We're pitching around Shu Masuda. Munoz makes the play. Hard hit, but right at him. We are doing the deep shift on Oscar Colas. Not like it matters, he laces this one right into the outfield fence. Sato up throwing, it's a 2-out double for Colas. 1-2 to
Strike
Nakayama,
three.
down on strikes. Slider gets the job done. Ah, thank you for the follow there, Take. Much appreciated. Man, Jokichi's been putting the screws to us this game. Still scoreless. Halfway home. That brings up our old left fielder,
Strike
Kita.
three.
Strikes out on the slider. That's 7 Ks now for Yonamine. The 1-0 to Hirabayashi. Hard hit into the left field corner. Sano's on it. That is a 1-out double. Gonna pitch around Kawasaki here. Grounds it right to Guzman on one bounce. 2 away. Here's the catcher, Makihara. On the ground, past Munoz, base hit. Kawasaki's getting the wave home, and he will be safe at home. Hawks grab the lead.
Strike 3.
Nakano strikes out swinging for the 3rd time, but the Hawks are able to scrape together a run. Well, I mean, we gotta get at least 1 run anyway. Noguchi drives this one. Ooh. Kita taking one away from his old teammate. Munoz is riding the Schneid right now, so short inning, and we got to get someone warming in the bullpen. Let's get Fernandez up. All right, leadoff walk, not what I wanted to do. Let's pitch around Shu Masuda again. That will put an end to Yonamine's day at 102 pitches. And it's Oscar Colas. Fernandez not having his usual season. Bases full of Hawks. Nowhere to put him. Nakayama laces this one into right field, base hit.
Safe.
Alright, so they added one more that inning. Man, oh man, we just can't get anything going here.
Strike 3.
Jokichi goes 7 1/3 shutout innings, and we can't get anything going against the reliever, Yoelvin Sylvan, who looks like he injured himself towards the end of the game. And we drop a heartbreaker. Alright, won the series still. I'll take it. Now we get to go pound on Rakuten at their place. Alright, so the Spirits' win streak finally ended, but ye gads. Who put what into their coffee? And now they're getting walloped by the injury bug. Fernandez injured again, potentially. Great. Our top foreign prospect, Edwin Ramirez, ruptured his UCL and is gone for the year. And Fernandez is out for 4 months. With that in mind, EDA is going to come back up. Yamauchi, still not sure when he's back from his sore elbow. Munoz is doing incredible things, but the rest of the team? Not so much. Sano probably not going to be extended after this season. Yeah, we gotta demote Masuda. Let's give Nakamura a chance at behind the dish. Please, no more injuries. I would appreciate it. Okay, well, Yamauchi's able to come back. That's great. Who gets sent down? Probably Masaru. Alright, YY starting to round into form again. And we're starting to gain ground on the spirit again. Shinohara ready to come back. He's going to get a rehab stint. Swept the Marines at home. And we've got ourselves a tidy little win streak now. Yuki on a hot streak. Noguchi doing alright. Abe hanging on for dear life at third base. That may be our biggest off-season search. You know what? If Inoue is not going to get any playtime. Let's give Katsunori Haraguchi a shot. He's at least a speedster, so he'll do well in that front. I can't wait for Egawa to come back. We need him. So we got a nice little break. And then we're into International FA. I did finally turn on International FA for NPB. Normally, you're not allowed to do that. But given how often the Hawks are going out and signing guys from the Dominican Republic, I figured it might be time to turn that on. And Guzman injured again. And with Miuta injured, I mean, Katsuda is the one who's going to be coming up to back up Okuma. Alright, Haraguchi gets an RBI in his first game. Way to go, kiddo. Hey, we got another no-hitter in the league. Cajasano, back stiffness. So, I guess we're gonna call up, we're gonna give Motohiko Sato a shot at left, I guess. Or not. Looks like it's gonna be Tomohiro Abe drawing back into the lineup. At least Higashi's finally turned his season around. Good to see. YY is breaking even as a starter. Shinjiro Okuma of the Spirit pitches a no-hitter. Mr. 40 stamina. Alright, 3 behind the Spirit. We've at least gained ground on him, but ye gads, look at this infirmary. The place is full. Okay, Haraguchi starting to round into form a little bit. Slappy singles guy. Oscar freaking Munoz, man. 21 dingers, and it's not even the All-Star break yet. Just stunning. Alright, we headed to Naha. Won a series against the Spirit. Can we sweep them and tie the lead? Okay, we swept the Spirit at their place. I like it. We got ourselves a bit of a win streak going now. Shinohara is ready to come back. And Guzman is healthy again. I think it's got to be Shimazu who heads down for Shinohara to come back up. Katsura down, Guzman back up. Carlos Gomez is going to have to miss a turn in the rotation. So I guess that means Sato's going to be called back up again. Davitt's going to rejoin the rotation. gonna be revenge of the crummy pitchers if we're gonna keep this win streak up. Nope. And EDA to the IL. Shimazu returns. And then for July, the series I wanted to watch was that one early on in the month against the Chiba Lotte Marines. And you lose Ota from this lineup, and suddenly it doesn't look as fearsome. Also, Oscar Munoz is going to cost me an arm and a leg. Holy smokes. Yikes. Okay, Sano ready to come back from the injured list, so Sato heads down. Keita returns to the lineup. He's having himself a meh season. But again, there's no such thing as a bad one-year deal, and that's all it is. Look at the FAs, or free agencies we got coming up. Okay, Troyer is going on the 40-man roster to make sure we don't lose him. Ditto for Horita. Arakawa. 2027 draft pick has been bleh. Yeah, I'm not going to put him on the 40-man. Ditto for any of these guys. Imagine how much better this bullpen would be if we had Tamao Fujimoto in it. I mean... Ooh, 10-9, we win a slugfest. In 12 innings. Eiju Nakamura, the backup catcher with the walk-off single. Sato slams the door the next game, and then another extra innings win. Another catcher with the walk-off, Takashi Umino. How tired is our team? Troyer and Eddie Ramirez both considered top prospects. Josh is going to be making the big club next season. I guarantee that. And yes, I did nickname him Des Troyer. Shinohara suspended. Right, I got to look at the international free agents. Right. Okay. Got Raul Prado. Not sure I like the defense there. Andres Heredia. Okay, I'll take a scouting report on him. How much does he want? 3.2 million. Not gonna compete with that. Aragon, no thanks. Baraza. What does he want? The Mets are going after him. Okay. We may have to deal with the slimmer pickings. Who are the Wave Riders? Did MLB expand when I wasn't paying attention? No. Well, that's befuddling then. Let's take a scouting report on Agiaza here. I mean, just because I can afford going for one of these guys doesn't mean I will. I just want to give our one guy in the international complex some company, you know? We're good at first base, thanks much. Juan Vasquez, eh? What does he want? Juan de Leon looks pretty solid too. Let's get some scouting reports and let's get these back quickly. Let's compare these two guys. Vasquez definitely has the better profile for bat. It would be just an okay third baseman. I'm okay with that. Anthony Prowse really likes our organization, though. Actually, yeah, let's put in for Prowse here. Okay, interesting. Matsuda moves into the rotation. Because Shinohara is suspended for 7 games, right? We may actually have to send down a player just to bring an extra pitcher up. Who's going down? I guess it's Yasuo Ochi, who really hasn't figured into much play this season. Alright, who's on the 20 man that I can bring up? Or 40 man. Honda, Inoue. Let's bring Tsuneyuki Tanaka back up. Extra arm out of the pen. Alright, we've already seen a QG start, so let's take another game in this series. Ariza, not that good. Juan Vasquez could be something. Barraza already signed with the Phillies. It's rare that someone actually sends me a trade deal, but I can't agree to that one. Spirit wind up signing Jorge Herrera for 478 grand. So we've offered Prouse, but if Prouse falls through our fingers, I wouldn't be opposed with going for Juan Vasquez. But Prowse is the better defender. And I do prefer my guys being handsy. So let's not take the Yonamine start. Can we get a Sato start, maybe? We haven't seen Sato yet. $1.6 million. Okay, nope. We are not going to go with him. If he develops as a third baseman with that bat, with that gap power, you know what? Yeah, just money. And we'll see if Krause comes back to us. Alright, we're going to get a Davitt start. In this one. On the road at Zozo Marine Stadium, former Buffalo Taisuke Yamaoka, back from his sojourn in the majors, up against the Dunk. They've got their hands crew out there. Oh, hey, Canadian kid. Oakville, Elijah Hamill. Not sure if he's real or not. Desadas is still with this team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that means he qualifies for domestic free agency at some point. Anyways. Quiet game so far.
Strike three.
Yamaoka mowing down his former teammates pretty quickly. Davitt's game is he pitches and keeps the ball in the ballpark. Noguchi settles under that one. Gotta watch this guy, Shigemasa Matsuda. Pull hitter, so let's go weak shift right. Deep the outfield.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Davitt may have his fastball working tonight. I will take that. 3-1 count to Mashu Ishikawa. On the ground, Davitt's able to pounce on it. That brings up the first baseman, Onizuka. Jeets punches this one straight up the middle. Little looper single. Yoshida's going to ground this one 4-6-3 on a 3-0 count. Why were you swinging? Umino is going to lace this one into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the left field fence. And the catcher will charge his way into second. 2-out double. Guzman will fly this one into right field, but Matsuda will get there in time. That brings up Tyler Austin, the first baseman. If you aren't following the real NPB, keep an eye on Tyler Austin. He is doing incredible things for the Yokohama DNA Bay Stars. Ooh, this guy looks scary. Buncho Chiba. I mean, his name is in the team name. So let's be careful around him. Let's pitch around him a little bit. Popped up left side. Keita ranges to his left. One away. Bring up Desadas. Lined right to Guzman. Here's the catcher, Saeki. 3-1 count from Davitt. Outside, ball 4. The 1-2 to Elijah Hamill, the second baseman.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Slider gets him done. Abe grounds this one to the third baseman, Desadas, across the diamond, one away. Our current third baseman, the rookie Haraguchi, rolls this one on the ground to the shortstop, beats out an infield single. Tomojiro Ono just can't get it out of his hands fast enough. The 1-2 to Noguchi,
Strike 3.
down on strikes. Yuki Sato lines this one to right. Matsuda pounces on it. Scoreless into the bottom of the third. Outfield, it came in. Tomojiro Ono beats out a single through the through the infield. Pull hitters. Let's go weak shift right. Hold that runner. On the ground, Onizuka plays catch with his shortstop Guzman, 3-6-3. Bully. Lined into right field. Noguchi picks it up. 2-out single for Shigemasa Matsuda. That brings up Mashu Ichikawa. Runner at first. Popped up on the infield. Guzman calls for it and puts it away. Munoz goes the other way, but Matsuda's right there. He's having a busy game out in right field. Onizuka pops this one left center field. Nishi's able to get there in time. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Weak shift left. Let's go outfield deep.
Strike 3.
Davitt gets his 60th K. Let's pitch around Buncho here. Popped up right side. Noguchi comes in. I'll bring up Desadas. Lined into the left field wall. Sano gets it. 2-out double for the third baseman for the Chiba Lotte. The 0-1 to Saeki. Fly ball center field. Yuki just has to... Oh, he misplays it! It's over his head, and the Marines have themselves the lead, 1-0. The wind must have played tricks on him a little bit. The catcher Saeki gets the Marines on the board. Guzman drops this one in front of the left fielder Ishikawa. And off he goes. In safe with a stolen base. Between Guzman, Noguchi, Sato, Munoz, and Onizuka, we have a pretty good running squad. Popped up, or fly ball right side, Matsuda is there. Guzman got kind of hung out to dry there. Haraguchi can't get it past the pitcher. David's at 70 pitches. We may need to look to the bullpen soonish.
Strike 3.
Nishi punches this one into shallow center field. 1-out single. Matsuda on the ground. Munoz to Guzman. Back to Onizuka. 4-6-3 double play. Perfectly placed. Noguchi with the leadoff walk.
Strike 3.
Yuki Sato down on strikes. Munoz on the ground. That's going to be a double play. 5-4-3 round the horn. David is up to 82 pitches now. Leadoff single to Ishikawa. That brings up Tyler Austin. Popped up right side. Noguchi is there. Basically in the corner, one away. Flared into right field in front of Noguchi. Mashu Ishikawa daringly runs to third. Quick mound visit. No doubles defense. Here's Desadas.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Fastball on the outer half. Saeki drops this one to center field. And the Marines lead doubles. That will do it for Duncan Davitt. Couldn't get that third run, or that third out this inning. Fujioka comes in and is promptly going to give up a home run. What is it about Fujioka that makes him so susceptible to gopher balls? We're gonna pull the deal. You know what? Let's keep the offer in place. Maybe Sprouse comes back to us. I'm not giving you multiple years, Macho. I'm sorry. Good work. 37-year career. Okay. We're not going to be talking with Juan Vasquez anymore. Let's go back to Kraus. Ota's going to go on a rehab stint. He should be back in time for the All-Star break. Okuma, as much as it's been fun having you on the team, I can't give you $2.2 million for a backup shortstop who, to be fair, is finally playing to better, outside of his, up to his previous potential, but you had a chance to keep your job, you didn't, and now it's, what's the name? Manny Guzman's spot. Raise it, Jolly Roger, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I just realized I've still got followers only mode on the chat. Let's turn that off and see if people want to talk. Alright, Krause is still interested in talking to us at least. Juan Vasquez heads to the Giants. $3.84 million. Ay, ay, ay. Other big free agent signing, Melvin Guiu, I think is how you pronounce that. There's only 4 foreign free agents left. Prowse is the one I want to get. Shinosuke Sato pitches himself a good game. How goes, Raise the Jolly Roger? Good to see you. I'm slowly figuring out how to do this whole chat moderation thing, not gonna lie. The Carp are going after this guy. Okay, $3 million. For Pete's sake, can someone please stop making all the international FAs so dang expensive? We've got the money, we can afford to throw it around. Alright, Buffaloes are back to being a good squad. Oh no, the Spirit have just fallen on hard times. They had one glorious moment in the sun, but they flew too close to it, and are plummeting back down to Earth. Get back soon, Vio Ota. Oh, is Shinohara no longer suspended? He is. Okay, so we can send... Masaru Sato back down to minors. PDA heads to minors. Who's getting the call up? We're gonna bring Ota back. Short rehab stint. Okay, this bidding war is getting ridiculous. I'm tapping out. I can't do that. Not 4 million. Good for Tetsuto Yamada after almost 2 decades as a Tokyo Yakult Swallow. 400 home runs, and he does it as a member of the Lions. Just seeing your response there, Raise a Jolly Roger. The franchise has been good, in case you've missed the last few episodes. We have won the last 7 Japan series in a row. I said I was gonna give the Buffaloes a dynasty come hell or high blood pressure, and gosh darn it, we have done so. For a brief moment earlier this stream, the Spirit won like 13 games in a row and were 5 games ahead of us. And then the universe realigned. Holy smokes, the Carp caught up to the Bay Stars in a hurry. Where did that come from? Alright, where did Proust sign with? He went to the Bears? $4.5 million from the Niigata Komatsu Bears. That is a ridiculous bonus. Like, absolutely bonkers with a B. Masataka Yoshida has a 5-hit day in that 14-inning win in Fukuoka. RBI single, 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 walk single. Phew. Man's having himself a late career run, isn't he? Moyamori, age 35, gets his 2000th hit. That contract is still so stupid and way too expensive. Ryo Ota, back to form. Alright, all-star rosters. Let's see who gets the noms. From the Buffaloes, Shinosuke Sato and Kyuji Tachibana will be available as pitchers. Duncan Davitt out of the bullpen. Akira Ishikawa getting the nod out of the bullpen. Kaoru Higashi as well, 25 saves, but Ishikawa's been impressive this year. Former Buffalo Masaru Fuji also getting the nod. Former Buffalo Shosei Nakamura, currently of the Bears, as a reserve. Jitsuo Onizuka, his batting average may be down, but his on-base and slugging are right about where they expect to be. Will start at first. Oscar Munoz starts at second, to no one's surprise. He already has a 2020 season. Yeah, that's the thing with the postseason, Jolly Roger. They are such a bleep shoot. There was one year, I think it was the Swallows. We were up on them in Game 7, 8-0. They scored 8 runs to make it interesting. We almost had an interruption in the dynasty. Heck, it took us until last year to finally win the dang thing at home. Ota available as a reserve in spite of all his injuries. Masataka Yoshida gets a nod at DH at age 38. Let's see, any other familiar faces over on the other side? Takayoshi Yamamata, formerly of the Lions, gets the nod as a Tiger. Of course, Tateishi's in there. Star of the Giants. Oh man, and you're dealing with Bob Nutting, aren't you? No wonder you're under such duress when it comes to your play and your franchise. You have like the worst owner in all of sports. The Swallows want to make us a deal sending Kaima Taira, pending free agent, for like half of our farm team. That's a hard no there, dog. Hey, Egawa's gonna be back soon. That'll be great. Fun fact, your comment got caught by the auto mod because Robert's last name is seen as a bad word. That's hilarious. Okay. Giants are willing to give up this guy, Kimura, Swingman. Do they want Sano? Why do they want Keita Sano? Oh, that's why. They want Shimamoto. Our two-way guy. Alright, the Spirit and the Tigers have made the deal. Sugio Honda heads to Hanshin, while Ippei Ogawa goes to the Spirit. I mean, in spite of their slump, and it is still slumping, the Spirit are still in a postseason berth. Keita, buddy, I'm not giving you that much money. You are, as they say, a stopgap. Elbow contusion. Noguchi has a twisted ankle, so we're gonna stick him on the bench for 5 days. So we'll have Yasuo Ochi out and right. Which series were the one we were gonna watch in August? Alright, that one up against Cebu. Or the one at the end of the month. That may be better. Why are all these trade deals so bad? Fighters and Hawks making a deal. Eishoku Kawahara to Fukuoka for Katsumoto Saiki. Seems like just a nothing deal there. Also, good on Yamamoto for turning his season around. Really well done. Josh is getting better. Can't wait till he's with the big club. Tomokazu Yoshioka's turning into something. Okay. Sekiguchi here may end up being a valuable reliever. Look at that performance boost. Shinomiya is probably going to get the call-up next season. Attaboy QG, still developing at 27 years old. Osaka boy. So we're past the trading deadline. We did not make any moves. Alright, so what's driving the carp this season? Ah, pitching. Looks like even though his movement is only 35, he's been able to keep the ball in the ballpark. Turning in a pretty solid season there. So we are going to play until that season at home, so towards the end of the month. We're going to finish the regular season, then we'll get to some perfect team. Welcome back, Takechi. Long overdue. Also, the Hawks seem to have revived their season. Okay, Tsuneyuki Tanaka has stunk the bed up, so down he goes. Who has done the least bad Out of Sato. Shimazu. Ooh. FIP of 5. No, thank you. So EDA actually has turned in a decent season, so we're going to bring him up. Unless that FIP is 10 and not 1. No, he is actually good. He's just unlucky. Okay. Amazing. When the team is healthy, they're good. Alright, so Abe is healthy again. Igawa looks like he's not doing too bad. Let's send Ochi down. Igawa draws back in. Haraguchi down, Abe in. So we gotta think about this. Contact versus lefties, or righties. I just know that Egawa is benched against lefties. Yeah, we're gonna give Noguchi a bit of a break. He's on the schneid a little bit. Oof. Put a 6 spot up on us. Fujioka blew a head gasket. So yeah, we kind of ran away with the division again. I'm really pulling for the Spirit and Bears to stay ahead of the Hawks, though. That would be ideal. Are there any good free agents out there, I wonder? Old man Ken Giles, old man Zach Pop. Nobody I'd really turn to in a pinch. Swept the Spirit. Nicely done. This is why I'm keeping an eye on this Severiano Marbo guy. Dual nationality, Brazilian-Japanese. Look at that bat. Hamina. I have no idea if he'd ever come here. Munoz has 31 dingers. Munoz has eclipsed his previous career high. And it's not even the end of the month. He is going to be so expensive. I wonder if Ota got that 200th home run yet. He might have. Yoshida strained PCL out for 3 weeks. Okay. Well, Onizuka to DH, Tsukasaburo Tanaka to first. I am okay with this. Now the question is, do we go with another batter to replace him? The answer is yes, and I think we're going to go with Gushiken because he has definitely impressed. Let's get the service clock started on him. Adachi, although he's been good, hasn't really done enough, I think. Potential future first base or left fielder. Either him or Gushiken is going to. Because Tanaka's got decent rate stats. He hasn't had the chance to play that much. And you have to wonder, I have to double check how long Yoshida's going to be injured for, or 2 more weeks. So he has not had his last at bat as a Buffalo. That's what I was worried about. So, pennant chase wise, magic number is 15. The Bay Stars and Carp are tied. And here come the Giants. Can't count out those guys. Alright, so we're going to take this one. Lions versus Buffaloes. Carlos Gomez against Old Men. At this point, Shota Imanaga. So we got our righty lineup, except Takashi Umino must be tired. So we got Eiju Nakamura and his absolute lefty noodle bat. We'll also see a rare Jitsuo Onizuka start. Oh, Sano to DH. Okay, no, you know what? No. I want to watch a different lineup this time. We win in 12 innings. They get, Munoz ties the game with a single. Yuki Sato, back-to-back game tying and game winning RBIs. Okay, whole team is tired. Gomez has a strained back, so we're going to park him back on the over there. We're going to give Honda a ring. Davitt's going to move back into the rotation. Okay, this one will take. Nakamura getting his second straight start behind the dish. Noguchi in left. Egawa at right. So we got the arms crew out there. Tanaka playing first base. Jitsuo DHing today. Let's do it. Wait a minute. Yordan Alvarez? Became a free agent after tearing his ACL. Sat idle for 2 seasons. Went to the independent leagues and then got purchased by the Lions. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So we're getting to see another QG start.
Strike 3.
Starting off the game with a strikeout. Yamada Tetsuto. Popped up right side of the infield. Munoz calls for it and makes the play. That'll bring up Tadashi Kon. One of those Lions guys who always seems to make our lives miserable. About a quick 1-2-3 inning. Turn it over to our lineup. Yuki Sato flares this one to right, but that's caught by Kon. See what I mean? See what I mean? Guzman pops this one up. Kon is there. Oscar Munoz grounds out to the shortstop. 1-2-3 inning. Who is their shortstop? Steven Zobak. He's a two-way guy? He's a two-way guy and he's playing short? What? That's not what I was expecting then. Alright, big beefy pull hitter, but strikes out on the regular. The 1-0 to Yordan. Goes the other way. Ota was shaded that way. Bring up Kunigoro Matsumoto. One thing I can't stand about QG is that he does have a tendency to walk a lot of guys. We are going to shift on Chad McClanahan. You're going to hold that runner. The 0-2. Eijun Nakamura does not have a good enough arm to do that. And we'll pitch around him.
Strike 3.
Fastball at 99 down the pike. The 1-2 from QG. Popped up. Yuki Sato always makes it look easy. DHing today is Jitsuo Onizuka. Flares this one to left center field, way back, and way gone! You'll love to see a 25th home run of the year for our future DH. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he's closing in on 200 dingers already. Ota is going to flare this one to foul territory. Otsuka gets there in time. Did Ota get... Yeah, Ota's closing in on 200. Has over 200 dingers now. Tanaka getting some full season playtime now. Igawa skies this one to center field. That's going to stay in the ballpark. Took off the bat at 100 miles an hour, though. Steven Zobak is going to lift this one in front of Yuki Sato for a leadoff single. I'll bring up the third baseman, Otsuka. Double play opportunity here. On the ground, 5, 4, 3. Perfectly drawn up there. Zach Ashford will accept the walk. Second issued by Tachibana today. Pitch out attempt. Yeah, Aju's arm just is not Umino's, so they're going to victimize him a little bit. But Guzman's deep in the hole. Gets the 6-3 ground out. Yeah, their shortstop is not normal. This is, I think, his first game there. What has gone so wrong in Cebu that they're starting a pitcher at short? This is a surrender squad, folks. I mean, to his credit, he's making it look pretty good.
Strike 3.
All right, still a tense game. 1-0 so far. Kyuji with a 91-mile-an-hour splitter.
Strike 3.
Changeup gets Alvarez frozen. Here's Matsumoto. Little number in front of the mound. Nakamura up throwing. 2-3 put out. Clean inning. Kyuji's doing a solid. Guzman skies this one to center field. Ashford able to make the play. Munoz goes the other way. Base hit. Past a diving McClanahan. Here's Onizuka. Flares this one to the deepest part of the park. That's going to sit on the warning track. Munoz is running. Runner tries for home. Safe.
Safe.
Munoz goes first to home on Jitsuo Onizuka's double. Good base running by Onizuka to head to third, setting up Tsukasaburo Tanaka with an RBI chance, but he's going to ground out to the second baseman who can't make the play. Tanaka with an infield single. Tetsuto Yamada can't get the ball out of his mitt. Igawa rolls this one to Tetsuto, who is going to make the play. I'll bring up McClanahan. On the ground, Tanaka makes it look easy. And Tanaka is a better first baseman than Onizuka. Not worth putting him at third, not with that noodle arm. We do have better options in either Egawa or Noguchi should Ota decide to leave. And we don't know if he will. He may not opt out. Speaking of Egawa, there he is. Steven Zobak. The 0-2.
Strike 3.
Karabari Sanshin. Kyuji's making it work out there.
Strike 3.
Noguchi flares this one to right. Kon able to hurry and get it. 66 pitches so far for QG. We're gonna ride him a little bit longer. Diving play by Yuki Sato to get in front of that one.
Strike 3.
Ashford strikes out looking at 95 mile an hour gas.
Strike 3.
Buffaloes are making it work. Excuse me for one moment. I need to check something. Manny Guzman high into the right field corner. Kahn's tracking it though, and he's there.
Strike 3.
77 pitches. Still no need to get anyone warmed up yet. As far as I can tell. Ooh! Kyuji just plunks. Tadashi Kon. Now they have a base runner. 2-0 to Alvarez. Fly ball. Tracking it is Igawa, and he's there. Let's go double play depth. Deep. Let's see if we can squeeze another batter. Okay, maybe not. Let's get Hasegawa warmed up for a relief appearance. Tying run at the plate. Runners are going. Nakamura up throwing. Double steal successful. That's my gig. 1-2. Another strikeout for Tachibana. That's 8. We're going to go deep. Try and keep the ball in front of them. Fly ball. Left field. Diving play. Noguchi comes up with it. Fantastic work by Noguchi to get in front of and keep that one in his mitt. New pitcher in for the Lions, Katsuji Fujimoto. Lefty on lefty action against Tsukasaburo Tanaka. Goes the other way, and that's going to fall in front of the left fielder. Matsumoto can't get to it, so that backfired. You know what? We are going to do a little bit of chicanery of our own. Tomohiro Abe is going to come in and bat here. And he's going to line this one straight up the middle. Base hit. Exactly what I was hoping to see. Here's Noguchi. Stronger against lefties, and he's going to put this one all the way to the warning track. That's going to sit at the base of the wall. One run is around to score. Here comes the play. The plate safe. Noguchi adds 2 more runs to this Buffalo's lead. Shouldn't have gone to the lefty. Okay. Kyuji is going to sit down. Abe moves to left. Noguchi to right. That brings Zo back in. And he will be the beneficiary of a 4-pitch walk. That's 2 walks in a row now for Hasegawa. We literally have no one else we can warm up at this point. Let's get Yamauchi going, just in case. Let's get that double play ball. The 2-2 from Hasegawa. Popped up left side, Abe comes in. A few paces, 1 away. Tetsuto Yamada now. Slow roller, infield single. Pinch runner now at first. Masato Kondo. Base is full of Lions. Pray for a double play ball.
Strike 3.
Kon strikes out swinging. The 1-2 to Alvarez.
Strike
Kanabari Sajin! Hasegawa guts through the inning and preserves the shutout.
Strike 3.
That was way outside. Munoz high and deep to right. Is it? Will it? It's gone. Ota is able to hit this one hard enough to get past the left fielder. Matsumoto, it seemed like he was caught flat-footed. That ball was hit 112 miles an hour. Tanaka puts a charge into this one, but right to Tadashi Kon. Yoshitomo Yamauchi is going to try and seal the deal here. Hard hit deep to left field and gone. There goes the shutout. Yomar Reyes now. The full count to him. Inside, ball 4. The 0-1 to Nakano. On the ground, Tanaka takes it himself to the bag. 1 out. Bring up Steven Zobak. He's going to ground to Munoz. 2 away. The 1-2 to Otsuka.
Strike 3.
Kanabari Sanshin, we actually get to see a win this stream. Hooray. I don't know what's going on with my bullpen, but I don't like it. Alright, we're already streaming longer than I said I was going to. But I do want to get to the end of the season so I don't have to save scum to give the Pacific League pennant winners, probably us, our customary 1-game advantage. Oh yeah, Josh is ready to come up to the big club next season. For sure. Alright, so let's go to the 24th. Ugh, the Giants took the lead in the Central. Boo. Alright, Gomez ready to come back off the injured list. Question is, who gets sent down? I think it's gotta be Yamauchi. Guy's just not having himself a good season. So this is going to be an interesting offseason when we get there. I honestly do wonder if this house rule is making the gameplay more interesting to watch or less, because without being able to make trades during the season, or by limiting the number of trades, I feel like that's sort of artificially limiting what I can do as a GM. And that, my friends, is... Oh, we still haven't clinched the pennant yet. Close. Lost 17-14 to the Spirit. Ayya. So, who's gonna head down now that, Yoshida is healthy again? I think it's gonna be Gushiken. Welcome back, Macho. Ooh, yeah! I won't do that voice anymore, I swear. Ota is gonna have to take a seat for 5 days. That's a career ender. Tearing your labrum at that point? Oof. That's a pennant clinch. And it could be an expansion team rumble, Spirit versus Bears, in the first round of the playoffs. Ooh, this is delicious. Yamamoto pitches a shutout. Good to see he's rounded back into form. Giants and Bay Stars are still tied going into the... Oh, not anymore. Hawks are breathing down the Bears' neck. The Carp made the playoffs. Good for them. Six-hit game from Takechi Egawa. That's how you boost your batting average back up. Single, double, double, single, double, single. Wow. Also, cool. Kaz Matsui's back to coach the Lions. That's really nice. Finally got promoted up out of the minor league system, and now he's coaching the big league club. Good for him. YY pitching a shutout. Jeets, player of the week. And before we get into this last game, I need to step away for just a hot minute. All right, we're back. Where did the music go? Oh, it's just very quiet. Okay. So, the Spirit have clinched their first ever postseason berth, so we're either going to be rematching against the Bears, dealing with the Hawks, or facing the Spirit for the first time in their franchise history in the first round, or in the final stage of the playoffs. But first, we are going to play the finale, the home finale, up against the Rakuten Eagles. And we got YY2 on the bump. Riding a win streak. Good to get into the postseason on a hot roll. Some familiar faces in the Eagles lineup. And Atsuki Muto greets Yonamine with a one-out first inning bomb, his sixth of the season. Batting around the Mendoza line, but with 23 dingers. I wonder. Oh, for Pete's sake. Can we not? Can we not? Let's get a ground ball here. Fly ball, center field. Scurrying back are the runners, because Yuki is able to get there in time. Doi takes a walk. 1-2 to
Strike
Katagiri.
3.
So Noguchi in his first real full season of play, 10 dingers, 32 stolen bases, 280 batting average. Exactly what you would expect. Yuki Sato pokes this one to center field. And off he goes.
Safe.
40 stolen bases on the season for Yuki. And he's going to score on this double from Masataka Yoshida. Did I say double? I meant triple.
Safe.
Doesn't look like Ota's going to get to the 20 home run mark, but he will add another RBI to his total. Oscar Munoz batting 5th. Hee 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 hee. High fly ball. Back to the track, but not out. Muto able to stay in front of that one. Tsukasaburo Tanaka parks this one into right field. Nice knock for the first baseman. Ryo Ota manages to get to third on the play. Guzman, high drive, deep to left. You gotta be kidding me. Seventh home run of the season for Handy Manny.
Strike 3.
And it's 5-1 Buffs after an inning. I mean, we may never give Guzman an extended contract because he's fragile already, but as long as he's good, hell yes, we'll keep him around. Yeah, don't go running on Noguchi out and right. That usually ends poorly. 1-2 to Muto, who already has a home run today. He's going to lop this one to left. Abe is there. Tamada flares it, but Noguchi is able to make the play. Abe just pops it right back to the pitcher, Shunsuke Sato. Noguchi the other way into the right field corner, playable, and caught by Berea. You know what, in the interest of time, we're just going to skip ahead to the 9th inning here. What has my coach done? It's 12-1. Alright, so Abe's going to go to third. Sano is going to play first. Munoz to left. And Okuma to second. It's 12-1 Buffs. We're going to see if we can nose YY into getting a complete game here. Alright, let's get Fujioka warmed up. Actually, no, let's get... Let's go with EDA. Let's get a double play here. Ooh, Guzman can't get a glove on it. Popped up. Ota calls for it. Nicely played. Come on. Come on, YY. Nope. That will do it for him. He's not going to get the shutout. 124 pitches. EDA gives up an RBI single. Everyone moves up 90 feet. 12-2. Eagles. 12-3. Eagles. Or Buffaloes. Just pitch to contact. Nice catch there by Munoz. And in Noguchi ends the game. 12-3 the final. When Manny Guzman hits a home run against you, that's basically game over. Okay, Onizuka having another 3-4-5 season. Well done, sir. It's going to be fun to have him as a DH going forward. Now, who's going to get that last playoff spot? Will it be the Bears or will it be the Hawks? It will be the Bears. The Hawks missed the playoffs. Jitsuo Onizuka, 30-30 season. Oscar Munoz, 30-30 season. Wow. And Masataka Yoshida at age 38 wins the batting title. Yeah, just casually picked up another 3.4 wins above replacement. I can't. I can't. I just can't. I'm not going to give him a contract extension, tempting as it is. Okay. The playoffs. Who takes it? Bears or Spirit in Okinawa? At least I think it's in Okinawa. Man, I'm having trouble with the volume sliders today. My goodness. The Carp complete the sweep of the Bay Stars and will play the Giants. Now, who will the Buffaloes be hosting? Will it be the Spirit or will it be the Bears? The Bears complete the sweep of the Spirit. Heck of a start by Kenichi Sato, throwing 10 strikeouts. Kota Inoue, remember him? Picks up Series MVP honors. The Carp upend the Bay Stars. Play spoiler here. So it will be Bears against Buffaloes, Carp against Giants. That will be next week here in the Saturday Stampede. But remember how I promised a little bit of perfect team? We're going to go do a quick perfect draft to wrap up today's session. Helps if I don't typo my password. Let's find ourselves a perfect draft to sneak into. There we go. Taking a while. There we go. So, let's see. Ooh, really nice cards to start with. Cueto's fun. Royce is fun. We go with Wander Franco or Dave Bancroft. Alright, we're going with Bancroft. Get our shortstop taken care of early. Let's go with Claude Osteen as our first diamond pick. Second diamond pick. Let's go. I actually have the Claude Ricci from a previous tournament win, but he lacks something in the defensive department. I'm going to go Crawford on this one. Ooh, big tasty third base option there in Judy Johnson. I usually draft for defense. That's my go-to. Casey Jansen as our closer. Let's get Judy Johnson to play third. Whitaker seems like an interesting option. Let's go with him and Alex Fernandez. What's Myers' catcher ability? Not good enough. Ooh, okay, some interesting options in this round. Paul Lodi. Ivan Herrera. Okay, might be Ivan Herrera with a 65 catcher ability. Yeah. Go that with that. Jake Peavy. Alright, into the silvers now. Still need a proper center fielder. Grisham might be that. Yeah, let's grab Trent Grisham for that. And just by process of elimination, Dylan G to join the rotation. Grisham to center. Never mind, Grisham's going to play right. We got Jelly Gardner in this set. And Buck O'Neill. Okay. Alright. This team is officially a hands crew on the infield. I mean, yes, Whitaker's a little bit weak at that point, but I can always get a defensive sub. Petway's an interesting DH choice, maybe, but I wouldn't take him on as a regular arm. Let's grab Nate Jones, Lever. Petway worth being our DH? Let's go with Ramon Webster on that. Owen Miller looks like a good utility infield guy. Opt for Horacio Pena in the bullpen. Lino Lopez. Maybe not. Let's go with Jim Barr as our fifth starter. Keibert Ruiz as our backup catcher. I want one more reliever and a utility outfield guy. Or we'll go with another utility infielder. Andy Stankiewicz, sure. And then reliever. Jake Bolton? Okay, change of plans. Barr. Let's keep Barr in there. Dang it. Really good relief options that I can't use in relief. Gonna go with Logan Allen, and we're gonna move him to the bullpen. He's gonna be one of our long guys. Yeah, I know we got 3 shortstops. Shush. There's always good outfielders in the garbage bin that is the final draft round. Except this time there aren't. Oops. Oh, this backfired on me a little bit. So let's get Chuck James. Ryan Sheriff. Ed Hodge and Tommy Malone, and that'll be our iron round. I always like to think of it as, what have I done to lose this perfect draft? And in this case, what I've done to lose this perfect draft is I only have like 4 or 5 outfielders. Liking the pitching options, though. Steen, Peavy, Hernandez, G, and Barr. Allen and Pena are going to be seeing a lot of usage. And then if we take a look at the batting... Oops, all noodle arms. I may have made some oopsies in how I put this roster together. Or at the very least, Trent Grisham is basically a lost cause. Can Ramon Webster play left? Play left, but not right. May have gone a little too lefty heavy. So I guess I should actually introduce my primary perfect team before we wrap up the session, being like half an hour over time. Oopsie doodles. So my team is one of those that keeps yo-yoing between gold and diamond. We've won gold once. Made it to the finals last year, or last week. But Diamond always has a bad habit of putting the screws to my beloved club, the Epcot Centurions. Yes, I'm a Disney nerd too. We're 4 games below 500 in what I like to call the Group of Death. But we are also 4 games out of a relegation spot, so I'm hoping to be back in Diamond next season. It's been my goal to get to Diamond and stay there. Also, it would be nice to actually, hang around longer term. Hey, Jay Kuhn, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Flanagan's having a rough season, but the rest of the rotation, pretty solid. Yohan Santana has been an amazing stopper. Jung Hyun Kim, I'm trying him as a righty specialist, but he hasn't been that good as a righty specialist. I mean, FIP-wise, yes, but just bad luck. He might be worth the 20k points instead of a roster spot. I had Ward as the closer for a while, but I'm giving him a break from that role. If you take a look at the reserve roster, you'll see some guys who used to be on the team. I used to have Paul Blair in there. Hooks Dowse got me my current catcher, Bill Freehan, who's been fantastic. I've had some other identities on the perfect team before. the Pickering Interrobangs, the St. Louis du Haha Jokers, which is always fun to hear Chris or Dishnet say when announcing, or Rich, I think it was Rich who did the This Week at Perfect Team weekly tournament. And I think I also played as the Shizuoka Arrows for a while, and there was another Shizuoka team in Perfect Team 21. We had kind of mirror match stuff going, which was fun. So that's the mainline club. Fingers crossed I can actually hang with the bigger teams, stay in Diamond. I gotta figure out who's actually going to be sticking around with the club next season. And what to do with all the 40k points I have. Now, I am also an inveterate theme team player. And you will find my other two theme teams puttering around the lower levels. One of which is the Vancouver Asahi, so named after the team that played, or team of expats, or Japanese expats, and eventual internment camp prisoners that played in Vancouver and won a few Pacific Coast titles. As such, the team is made up of Canadians and Japanese players. So we have Otani side by side with Vladito, with Jason Bay, Dave Roberts, who is Japanese, he was born there. And we're in a playoff hunt. Sitting comfortably in the wild card, only a half game back of the Orlando Mickeys for the top spot. Our rotation, led by Nomo, Fergie Jenkins, Rich Harden, has been phenomenal. Our bullpen is an absolute tire fire. So I keep nudging the hook starting pitchers meter up. Actually, let's keep it where it is. But the problem with running a theme team is you keep stockpiling points because you don't know who's worthwhile getting on the market. Or you can't afford them, like Eric Gagne. That would help the bullpen. That would definitely help the bullpen. I haven't even finished all the live series missions on this account yet. So that could maybe another lever for perfect points I can lean on. And the third theme team, the one that I am admittedly most proud of, the Bob Cajun Bobs. If it wouldn't take an hour just to load, I would definitely show you the jerseys I put together for the Bobs, but look at this identity. And as the name implies, yes, this is an all-Bob team. We're in a wildcard spot. We're in a wildcard race. There's hope. I mean, we're not going to catch the Ankeny Hawks. Heck no. But there's a hope that this team can make the playoffs in bronze. This has been a playoff team in iron. This has not been a championship team at any level. But it's so fun to see the players you can put together. Just bob, 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 bob. I mean, there's improvements too. There's Bob Lemon, there's Bob Allison, there's Bobby Gritch, who's on my mainline club. But I'm not sure. Oh yeah, and I did upgrade to the Player of the Month, Bobby Dalbeck, from the Future Legend. We also got Bobby Witt Jr. stuck playing shortstop. I didn't feel comfortable bringing Bobby Crosby in just yet. Maybe next season. If it ain't broke, don't break it. So that will about wrap up this session. I definitely took longer than I expected to stream today, but you know what? It was worth it. Thank you for those of you who are following. Be sure to follow if you haven't, so you get notified when I'm streaming next. Usually 1 to 2 o'clock is when I start on Saturdays. We've got the 2031 postseason and off-season for the Oryx Buffaloes. we'll see where the theme teams are and the mainline club in Perfect Team. And I may have another announcement to tell you about. Keep an eye on the stream notification for that one. It's all I will say. I'm going to take a quick look and see who else is streaming out of the park right now. I know we only got one viewer, but to heck with it. We'll do a raid. Might as well. All right, let's go check in on someone trying to do the Expos. Ooh, 4-game series against the Phillies. All right. Let's see. Do I know how to do this? Let's give this a go. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to keep an eye on your email notifications, and I will catch you on the flip side. Firage, send us out, will you please?